Hi, PSPaudioware just emulated this. This is the PSP Datamix A567, the module coming from the famous board from Record Plant and then Electric Lady Studios that Eddie Kramer used on Jimi Hendrix recordings. So this is how it looked originally in the Record Plant, and this is the module that was actually used for modeling. But the most interesting and beautiful part is that the plugin is not neutral at all. So now I'm going to play you a splice stack, just some random lo-fi hip-hop, and I put one instance on each track and also on the bass track, and I had to boost the sound by 1.5 decibels at each instance to achieve similar loudness level. So I will be showing like this for the plugin turned on and like this for the plugin turned off. Let's go. So there's instant fun. It actually sounds a bit smoother, nicer to the ear. There is not so much low-mid muffleness, and I guess there are some mid-frequency reduced. So all the harshness, all this thump, the mid-thump of some sounds is reduced. So it just sounds smoother and nicer to the ear. So I'm going to check why is that. So this is Plugin Doctor, neutral flat curve with no plugins enabled. And now I'm launching PSP Datamix and I'm turning on the plugin. As you can see, it actually heavily alters the frequency band. There's a big dip around 500 Hertz and also frequencies of around 1.5 K are also reduced, so hence the nice and smooth sound. And actually, 8 different channels of this rack has been emulated, and you can also have variation between channels, which looks really nice. And there are different Q types, and also we can enable sharp mode for high frequencies, and actually it is heavily used by some Eddie Kramer presets. So if you go here and choose designer Eddie Kramer, you'll see that for vocals he he recommends this setting. So let's check it out. Let's check before and after. This is the live recording from Claudie.
All I want to take me home with you into I know little world, don't ever let me go. All I want to take me home with you into I know little world, don't ever let me go. All I want to take me home with you. All I want to, all I want to take me home with you into all I want to.
One more example. I've made an interesting experiment in Machina. So I've got one group, orange one, with no Datamix plugins, and I also have got the other group, which is called with Datamix plugins. So I actually polluted each sound with some kind of ready preset, and let's compare the sound of the whole kit. Okay, so let's start without PSP Datamix plugins. Let's dive in and compare each sound before and after the effect. So let's start with the kick maybe. Okay, so this is how it sounds before and after. And snare. And hi-hat. Open hi-hat. Another kick. Another snare. And another percussion. And also bass. And last bass. And this one is really beefy. What stuck in my mind that Eddie Kramer said that in today's market it's great having a Datamix pre and equalizer available to use on contemporary pop rock, R&B, hip hop, metal. And he actually mentioned R&B and hip hop because it actually makes most loops and most drum kits sound actually much better. Also, I forgot to mention that you can enlarge the interface, and now it looks very modern and very high res, very beautiful. But most importantly, it sounds beautiful. It actually scoops those mids that usually are harsh in a mix. And this is something that some analog gear do. I remember using some Elysia modules, and I found that when I used them and the settings were very similar to the plugins, the mix actually sounded smoother and warmer. And same here. So you can just throw it in with the default settings and it probably will sound nicer. But also, if you need more bass, you can beef it up because it works nicely in the low end. And also we can raise high end, for instance, and great chances it will sound brighter, but not harsher. So it's a great quality. And yeah, and that's why I like PSP plugins, because they actually allow us to make mixes sound more pleasant to the ear. And this is a great example. Very unique plugin.